Getting Things Done, the most amazing process that you can learn, by David Allen. I recommend you read his book, it's amazing. Why do you want to do it? Because it will make you 30% more efficient. You'll be surprised, but all the information you ever read about tells you every time you start something and you put it down and you pick it up again after doing something else, you lose 30% of the time you've already invested in it as you have to relearn and rethink. So you will become more productive. And why? Because once you get everything out of your mind becomes clearer and you end up with this state called mind like water, where you can focus on the really important things that are taking place and get them done here and now. So how do we do this? Step 1, create inboxes. Create a physical inbox. I have one physical inbox at home, and there goes all my letters and all the bits and pieces that arrive I need to deal with, and have a digital inbox. I use Wunderlist as my digital box system. So in it goes everything. Every time you think of something, put it into your inbox. Every time you need to do something, put it in your inbox. Get it out of your brain. Your brain then doesn't need to think about remembering stuff, it now thinks about getting things done. As often as you can, get your inbox to empty. Your physical inbox may only be once a day. Your digital inbox, do as frequently as you can. What you now do is you apply the 2-minute rule. If you can deal with that action, deal with whatever it needs to be done in your inbox and get it done in 2 minutes, get it done. It's just like flow in the lean world, but in your inbox. 2 minutes, get it done. Next, if you can't get it done, turn it into an action and put it into your to-do list. And we'll talk about to-do lists in a moment. You need to file it, put it into a simple, organised filing system and keep it simple and continuous improvement. That you deliver a really successful filing system that you can use instantly and simple. And finally, you don't need anything, bin it, get rid of it. Don't keep hold of it, don't keep it locked away in email boxes, in inboxes, get rid of it, delete it. So let's talk about those to-do lists. It's really important that you structure your to-do lists as situational lists. So things like at my desk, at my computer, when I'm at the shops, next time with my girlfriend, things I need to do in my house. So these are situations when you will then need to do these lists, and when you get to those situations you open up that list and get things done. Next action. Don't just write your action as an action or things to do, write it as the next action. What I mean by this is, say I need to replace the tyre on my car. I would replace tyre and car, but actually that doesn't mean a lot, it's not a next action. Let's think about that. So I need to find a garage. No, I don't need to find a garage, I need to find a good price. So my next action maybe is, when I'm at my computer, to go onto the internet and find a good price for my tyre. Then when I've completed that action, that will then generate a new action in my inbox or at my computer list, which would then drive me on to do the next action, which would be to book it into the garage, find a correct date, get it organised, etc, etc. So always think about the next action, don't just put down what you think you need to do. The really powerful list that you'll generate is a thing called a someday maybe list. And in here you put all the things that you think about you'd like to do someday or maybe. And in there, because it's now coming out of your brain stops thinking about this stuff, and therefore you can start putting it down simply in there, and your brain doesn't think about it, it's there and it will remind you when you need to do. And the next and final step, really, really powerful, is this thing called a weekly review. Every week, mandatory, you must go through every single item in every single list that you have, making sure your inboxes are clear, making sure your lists are tidy, even reading your someday maybe list, and this will remind you of important things, and you will discover that you go, you know what, I've got some time coming up where I can do that thing that I wanted to do, maybe the plan to go and visit Japan, and you can set that up into your weekly actions, turn it into a next action, and bam, it's there ready to do it. So just do it. And I don't just mean take up getting things done, just do it. When you get to your computer, bring open your to-do list and work through what you need to do. Some of those things you can specify a specific date you need to get them done by with a digital system. Others are just things that you want to do when you have the right energy or enthusiasm to get them done. But just do it. Get those things done in your to-do lists based on the situation you're at, and you'll become amazingly productive. One other thing in Dave's book, he talks about a thing called natural planning method, where you define a purpose and principles, outcoming, brainstorming, organise and define the next action, which is actually a really clever process. And I've done some very large projects at work by using these 5 steps and taking a team on a massive journey in a change process by doing it. So again, read his book and see these fantastic parts in there. And the other element he talks about is continuous improvement. Your system will change continuously. Mine has evolved over the years as I learn more and do more, and it's really important to continuously improve and take the time once a week to try and make an improvement to your system to make it better. So to summarise, inboxes, get everything out of your brain, get it out, so then your brain has the space to think and be relaxed. Next, clearing those inboxes. If it's 2 minutes, get it done. Don't pile it up, don't leave it in lists, get it done there and then. Next, if you need to file it, keep the filing really simple, keep it organised and keep it at hand so you don't have to move around to do your filing. And finally, bin it. If it's not relevant, get rid of it. And all of these actions you can actually apply to your inbox, your email box, okay, and not just your getting things done system. When you need something, define it as a next action and put that next action into a list. And that list must be situational and organised about where you're going to do it. Remember the fantastic someday maybe list, which gets all those long-term ideas and thoughts out of your brain and carefully puts them away in a list which you'll review on a regular basis. And finally, you must get that weekly action review taking place. It is vitally important that you do that, and it's one of the key aspects of getting things done. And if you do all of this, I can guarantee you will become at least 30% more efficient in everything you've done. So have it, do it, and have fun. An amazing system, and enjoy it. Thank you.